Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to my channel, Pokegemz Art. Guys, this one's going to be super easy, super fun. I'm going to show you how using a couple simple materials can make your paper look like it's literally coming up off of it. Guys, this is pretty cool, but if you like these kind of projects, guys, please hit the subscribe button. Turn on those notifications. That way you guys won't miss out on any future easy projects that we create here together. Alright guys, as you notice on this one, we are starting out with graph paper. Start out with a dot and basically measure 4 lines or 4 cubes up, down, to the left, and to the right. The reason why we're doing this is going to make it really easy for us to create a perfect square. So if you take your center line and you measure the same amount of distance, or the same cubes in this case from the graph paper, out each way, and you connect them like I'm doing here with the pencil, you'll end up with a perfect cube. And this is, guys, also if you do it without graph paper, you could do the same thing. That'll teach you how to make perfect cubes. Alright guys, we're going to make a little bit on one side, almost like a little bit of a frame, and then we'll connect it here. You see how we have that frame on the top right and top left? So we're going to do that here. The next thing we're going to do after this, guys, is we're going to create the same thing on this side here. So we'll measure out, I think I went 5 out and then 9 up. This isn't super important that you do it exactly this way. You can do it a little bit higher, a little lower. Basically, this is like the outline of where that geometric cube came from, but this just kind of makes it look nicely spaced out. So again, same thing as we did on the other one, guys. 4 out from each side. So we're basically going to mimic the cube that we made on the bottom. We're going to make the same kind of cube on top here. So like this, guys, if you notice, I am using pencil because that way it's easy to erase if we mess up, and then once we're happy with the outlines, then we'll go over it with marker. Alright, the same way we did the frame on the other one, but instead of doing this one on top like we did there, we're going to go ahead, guys, and make that frame on the bottom here. So we're basically going to mimic the square, but we're going to kind of flip-flop the frame here. Next thing we're going to do is create a shadow from the top one. Now here, guys, we'll measure out again. We'll measure our 4, and then we'll measure again 4 out and 4 up. So we'll connect these lines. But guys, on this one, it's important that you connect them using pencil, but very lightly, because this is only going to be our shadow. So we don't want these lines to show up very dark. So just a really slight, really light pencil outline, just to give you an idea where the shadow will be created. And you'll see in a minute when I start coloring it or shading it, you'll see exactly why I did it this way. But guys, go ahead and pause it right here. This is exactly, if you need to, the shapes, the directions that we need to be at. Erase those middle marks. Guys, I'll go ahead and speed up the video a little bit, but I am going to go over everything with permanent marker because I am happy with these outlines. But very important, guys, do not go over that lower square. That's the one that's the shadow. Alright, these on top here in this frame, I'm going to do in a gray color, kind of not really dark. I'm going to use my charcoal pencil, but I'm going to use a grayish color here. I'll go ahead and give it just a really slight smudging. And then, guys, this is something I told you on previous videos. I like to do it with a cotton swab. It's perfect because you can really get in there nicely. The other nice thing about using the charcoal pencil is that it's so easy to erase when you're done smudging. Alright, so we're done with that upper one. In this lower one, this inside square, we'll call it, this is going to get colored with a permanent marker in complete black out. So you want to black this out because this is going to be our, so to speak, hole where it's going to look like that other figure is coming out of. So you're going to black this one out completely. Alright, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to do that same gray color shadow or shading that we did on top. We're going to do the same thing down here, guys. Same thing exactly down here. Alright, and again, we'll just do some very light smudging like this right here, guys. Go ahead and touch it up. That's the nice thing about the charcoal, is it's easy, very easy to touch up. Guys, if you get a chance, please check out this other video that just showed up right here. This is another awesome geometric illusion. Alright, now this one here, like I told you guys, is going to be a very, very light gray, so I'll just do it a little bit. I'll go over it with the cotton swab a little bit, and then I'll touch it up with my smudging cloth, because that'll really smudge it. Just give it a very slight light gray, because guys, when we look at this later, this is basically the shadow of that upper square. So basically what this is supposed to look like is if one literally is coming out of the other one. You've got like a square coming out of a hole, and then when you look at it, it looks like it has a shadow because it's literally coming out of it. Guys, this shows you that using simple materials, you can also create geometric optical illusions. Guys, we used a marker, we used a ruler, a pencil, a charcoal pencil, and some smudging cloths. Turn your page and look how cool that looks. It looks like you literally ripped it out of there. It looks like a piece of frame ripped out of the wall. Guys, if you like that project, if you want to see any other ones, please hit subscribe to my channel. Check out my channel also on Instagram and TikTok. I post TikToks every single day. Guys, check out my website, pokegemz.com. And if you haven't done so, please hit that subscribe button, smash those notifications, that bell, that way you won't miss out on any future videos.